Did you know that some African women enlarge their lips by up to 6 inches, while others voluntarily scar their faces? Africans have developed unbelievable ways to display their beauty that will surely amaze you. Today's video will show you 15 of the craziest African traditions people undergo in the name of beauty. Some are so extreme that hardly any of us would manage. Stay with us and take a look at these fascinating, though sometimes painful, rituals. Number 15. Scarification. In some African cultures, scars aren't seen as something negative. On the contrary, scarification is considered an art form and a symbol of beauty. Specifically, the Nuba tribes in Sudan and the Karo in Ethiopia use scarification as a vital rite of passage into adulthood. The process of creating scars is anything but pleasant. First, cuts are made on the skin with a knife or razor blade. Then, the wounds are rubbed with ash so that raised keloid scars form. The more pronounced the scars, the better. The patterns can be simple lines or intricate geometric designs. Each pattern carries a special meaning and tells a story. Among the Surma tribe in Ethiopia, there's an interesting rule. Men with the most scars are considered the most attractive. The more scars, the higher their chances of success with women. It's also a way for men to prove their bravery and tolerance for pain. This tradition is gradually fading due to modern influences. Young people leave for the cities where scarification is viewed differently. Yet for many tribe members, scarification remains an important part of cultural identity. For the younger generation, it's still a way to show that they're ready for adulthood. Scarification isn't just about beauty, it's also a living map of ancestral history and social status. Patterns can reveal a person's family or their place in the tribe. Number 14. Clay plates in the lips of the Mursi tribe. The Mursi tribe in Ethiopia has one of the most extreme beauty standards in the world. Their women voluntarily stretch their lower lip using clay or wooden plates. This custom starts in puberty, when girls first have their lip pierced. It's then stretched with increasingly larger plates. The bigger the plate, the higher the woman's status in the tribe. It also raises her bride price. The process is painful and doesn't come without sacrifice. First, the lower teeth must be pulled out to make room for the plate. Some women wear plates with a diameter up to 6 inches. This dramatically changes the shape of their lips. When the plate is removed, the lower lip hangs loosely. It might look odd to us, but to the Mursi, it's a sign of beauty. This tradition, however, faces challenges. Younger generations often reject it, especially when they move to cities. There, people stare at them because of the plates. The older generation insists on preserving the custom. For them, the plate is a symbol of pride and tribal identity. Interestingly, women don't wear the plates every day. They put them on mainly for ceremonial events when they want to display their culture. Number 13. The red ochre of the Himba tribe. The Himba tribe in Namibia practices a special ritual of beauty. Every morning, women apply a mixture of red ochre, butter, and herbs to their bodies and hair. This mixture is called ogize and gives their skin a striking red hue. It's not just about looks. The mixture protects their skin from the scorching sun and insects in the desert. For the Himba, ogize is a key part of identity. The red color symbolizes the earth and blood, both sacred to them. Women apply the mixture each day as part of their morning ritual. They decorate their hair with elaborate styles covered in ochre. These hairstyles can last for several days. Interestingly, men use ochre only on special occasions. For women, it's an everyday practice. The ritual starts in childhood when girls learn from their mothers how to prepare and apply the mixture. Tourists find this tradition fascinating, but for the Himba, it holds deep meaning. The red color represents beauty, health, and a bond with their ancestors. Even though some young people in cities may reject the practice, most of the tribe still follows it. Number 12. The beaded jewelry of the Maasai. The Maasai of East Africa wear beaded jewelry that is more than mere decoration. Every color has its own meaning. Red stands for courage, blue symbolizes the sky, and white represents purity. The combination of colors and patterns can indicate a person's tribe, age, or social status. Women wear heavy beaded necklaces that sometimes weigh a few pounds. They craft these pieces themselves. learning the art of beading from their mothers starting in childhood. Originally, natural materials like bone, wood, or ivory were used. Today, they mostly use plastic beads because they're easier to find. Men also wear beaded ornaments, especially at ceremonial events. Their jewelry can show whether a man is married or what position he holds in the tribe. Certain patterns belong only to warriors, while others are reserved for young girls. Each stage of life has its distinct colors and designs. Nowadays, the Maasai often sell beaded jewelry to tourists as an important source of income. Yet the beads remain a core cultural symbol. Even young Maasai living in cities sometimes wear traditional jewelry when they want to express their identity. Number 11. Amaizai facial tattoos. Amazigh women in North Africa bear traditional tattoos on their faces and hands. These designs aren't only decorative. Each tattoo carries a specific meaning. It might indicate tribal affiliation, marital status, or serve as protection against evil forces. The most common are lines on the chin, cheeks, and forehead. Why do women get facial tattoos? In Amazigh culture, these patterns are tied to adulthood and womanhood. Girls receive their first tattoos around puberty. The process is painful but essential for acceptance into the community. Tattoos are made using needles and natural plant-based dyes. Some designs date back thousands of years. They're passed down from mother to daughter. Each region has its own typical motifs. For example, dots on the chin might represent fertility, while lines on the forehead symbolize protection. Tattoos also show whether a woman is married or single. These designs go beyond mere adornment. They are a living connection with ancestors and culture. Even though the younger generation may not embrace tattoos as much, older women still wear them proudly. For them, these patterns are a vital element of identity. Number 10. The intricate hairstyles of Fulani women. Fulani women in West Africa wear some of the most elaborate hairstyles in the world. These styles can feature up to 30 small braids and can take as long as 8 hours to complete. Beads, shells, and even coins are woven into the hair, indicating the family's wealth. Every style has its own significance. Simple braids are for unmarried girls, while married women have more complex patterns. The most famous style is called shuku, where the hair is braided into a high crown. Some hairstyles even include horn-like shapes, symbolizing strength and resilience. Young girls start with simple braids, moving on to more intricate designs as they mature. For Fulani women, these hairstyles are an essential part of identity. They reflect age, marital status, and standing in the community. Creating a hairstyle is a social occasion. Women gather, share stories, and exchange knowledge. They often sing or chat during the process. Braiding takes a lot of time, but Fulani women treat it as a chance to connect. Young girls learn from elder women how to craft complex patterns. In recent years, Fulani hairstyles have gained popularity outside Africa. Some celebrities wear them as a fashion statement, sparking debates on cultural appropriation. For the Fulani, these styles aren't just about beauty. They hold deep cultural meaning that doesn't translate easily to other settings. Even those who live in cities often keep their traditional hairstyles as a link to their roots. For them, these styles are a living tradition that endures in the modern age. Number 9. Body painting among the Surma and Mursi tribes. The Surma and Mursi tribes in Ethiopia use body painting as a crucial part of their culture. Their designs come from natural materials: white from chalk, black from charcoal, and red from ochre. These paintings aren't purely decorative. They reflect social status, age, or readiness for marriage. Young men often have elaborate designs painted on them before major events. The painting process can take several hours. First, the powders are mixed with water or fat to create paint. Then designs are applied using fingers or thin sticks. Some patterns mimic animals, while others are geometric shapes. Each tribe has signature designs that reveal someone's origins. The paintings also serve a practical purpose. They protect the skin from the sun and insects, while doubling as temporary decoration for celebrations. After a few days, the colors wash off and must be reapplied. For tribe members, it's part of everyday life. It may seem unusual to us, but for them, it's a way to express identity. Number 8. Rwandan Amasunzu hairstyles. In Rwanda, both men and women once wore traditional hairstyles called amasunzu. These styles were shaped like crescents or waves and were very striking. It wasn't just about fashion, it was a key cultural emblem. Each style had its own meaning. Why would people choose such complex hairstyles? Amasunzu indicated maturity and social rank. Young men got this hairstyle when they reached a certain age. For women, it was a mark of beauty and readiness for marriage. Hairstyles could also show whether someone was a warrior or a hunter. Creating an Amasunzu style wasn't easy. Hair was first trimmed into the desired outline, then shaped with a knife and natural oils until it reached the final form. The entire procedure could take several hours. Some styles were so intricate they had to be maintained regularly. These hairstyles weren't just about looks, they were a vital piece of Rwandan culture, letting people recognize each other's roles. Though Amasunzu is less common today, older generations still recall it as a way to express identity. Number 7. The beaded language of the Zulu. The Zulu people in South Africa wear elaborate beaded ornaments with a deeper significance than mere aesthetics. Both men and women adorn their heads, necks, and wrists with beaded necklaces and bracelets. Every color and pattern conveys something. Red can signify love or passion, green represents youth and energy, while blue stands for loyalty. Why wear so many beads? These decorations function like a visual language. They can reveal whether a woman is married, how many children she has, or her standing in the community. Some patterns are so detailed that making them can take days. Beads are strung on thin wires or cords, forming geometric designs. Glass beads with vivid colors are most common. In the past, beads were made from natural materials like seeds or wood. Today, glass beads are more accessible and can be exchanged or bought. Women wear these pieces mainly at ceremonial events such as weddings or religious rites. Number 6. The Wodabe Beauty Festival. Every year, men of the Wodabe tribe in Niger prepare meticulously for the Gwerewol festival. It's essentially a beauty contest where men showcase their looks and skills. The goal is to catch the eye of women who may choose a new partner. Why would men go to such lengths to decorate themselves? In their culture, it's a way to demonstrate they are good partners. The preparations take a long time. Men whiten their teeth to appear more attractive. They paint their faces with red and yellow pigments from natural sources. They decorate their hair with beads and feathers. Some face painting can take hours. Men also learn a special dance in which they highlight their white eyes and smile to impress women. During the festival, they line up and perform their dance moves. Women watch closely and pick the most appealing performers. The winner may gain a new wife. For the Wodabe, this tradition is vital to maintaining social balance. Number 5. The scars of the Omo Valley. Tribes from the Omo Valley in Ethiopia bear intricate scar patterns on their bodies. These are never random. Each pattern holds meaning. Why would anyone choose to scar themselves on purpose? For these tribes, scars are important cultural markers. They show that a person has gone through significant life events such as reaching adulthood or joining the tribe. The creation of scars is painful. First, a design is cut into the skin with a sharp knife. Then ash or plant extracts are rubbed into the wounds to make the scars more pronounced. Some patterns are so elaborate that completing them can take years. Each tribe has its trademark motifs indicating where a person comes from. Scars aren't just decorative. They might show how many battles a man has won or whether a woman is ready for marriage. Some designs are believed to ward off evil spirits. For tribe members, these scars are a natural part of life, worn proudly to display who they are. Number 4. The metal rings of the Kayan tribe. Women of the Kayan tribe in Myanmar wear metal coils around their necks, creating the illusion of an elongated neck. This tradition begins in childhood, when a girl's first coil is placed. Gradually, more coils are added, and their combined weight can reach several pounds. Why would anyone want a longer neck? In this culture, it's a sign of beauty and social status. The process of adding rings is painful and spans years. The coils don't physically lengthen the neck but push down on the collarbones, slowly shifting them downward. That's what creates the distinctive appearance. Women keep the rings on because removing them could cause health issues. Some wear as many as 25 rings that can weigh over 11 pounds. These rings aren't merely an accessory. They identify a woman as part of the Kayan tribe. The more rings she wears, the higher her standing in the community. To them, this is just part of everyday life, though it may seem extreme to us. Younger generations sometimes opt for fewer rings, but the tradition endures. Number 3. The clay plates of the Suri tribe. Women of the Suri tribe in Ethiopia wear clay plates in their lower lip and large gauges in their ears. These adornments aren't just for looks. They show that a woman is of age and ready for marriage. The bigger the plate or ear gauge, the higher her status in the community. The stretching process starts in puberty, when a girl's lip and earlobes are pierced. The enlargement of the lip and ears is painful. At first, small pegs are used, which are gradually replaced with bigger ones. This can take several years. The clay plates are typically worn at important events. Some women have plates so large that it's hard for them to speak or eat. Ear gauges can be big enough to fit a fist. For the Suri tribe, these adornments carry deep meaning. They aren't just fashion choices, but essential cultural symbols. They indicate that a woman has gone through her initiation. They also affect the bride price a family may request. Though it may appear extreme to us, for them, it's just a normal part of life. Number 2. The blue Tuareg of the desert. The Tuareg, known as the blue people of the desert, wear striking blue garments and turbans. This color isn't random. In the Sahara's desert regions, it represents the sky and water, sacred elements for them. Their clothing is often so deeply dyed that it colors the skin for several days, giving Tuaregs their distinctive appearance. Why would anyone want blue-tinged skin? For the Tuareg, it's a meaningful cultural mark. The color also serves a practical purpose, protecting them from the harsh desert sun and helping regulate body temperature. The turbans shield their faces from sand and wind. Some outfits are dyed with natural indigo so strong that it leaves traces on the skin for weeks. Making these garments is a complex process. Traditionally, they're dyed with natural indigo from plants. Nowadays, synthetic dyes are more common, yet the traditional method still lives on. Men wear blue more often than women, who tend to prefer more varied colors. Every adult Tuareg owns at least one blue garment for significant occasions. Number 1. The metal plugs of the Manda tribe. Women of the Manda tribe in West Africa wear metal plugs in stretched lips. This practice has been passed down for generations. It starts in puberty, when a girl's lower lip is pierced. A small peg is placed in the opening and gradually replaced with larger ones over time. The process can last for years before the lip is stretched enough for a metal plug. Why would anyone want a metal plug in their lip? For the Mande, these plugs represent beauty and adulthood. The bigger the plug, the higher a woman's social standing. Some plugs can measure up to 2 inches in diameter. They're worn mainly for celebrations like weddings or tribal gatherings. The stretching process is very painful. First, the piercing must fully heal. Then progressively larger pegs are inserted. Special herbal ointments may help with healing. Women must be careful during the process so they don't harm their lip. These plugs aren't just adornments, they show that a woman is ready for marriage and motherhood. They also represent strength and perseverance. In the Mande community, women with larger plugs receive greater respect. For them, it's a normal part of life, though it may look extreme to outsiders. As we've seen, whether it's scarring, beads, stretched lips, intricate hairdos, or red ochre, all these rituals share a common foundation. They reveal that the desire for beauty and self-expression is universal, differing only in its cultural forms. In the West, we use makeup or tattoos. In Africa, it might be scars or clay pastes. The goal is the same, to show who we are and where we belong. The only difference lies in the resources each culture has at its disposal. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Subscribe so you don't miss more content like this. Thanks for watching.